I usually do my eyebrows first and then my makeup, so that's how I'm going to be doing it today. I'm taking a clear mascara, and as you can see, this mascara wand is kind of huge, so I take off a lot of the excess and I'll just brush my eyebrows in the direction that I kind of want them to go, up and then kind of to the side and then downwards. And really quickly, I'm just gonna let this set. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm gonna be taking a super fine brush, and I just used this one. This one is a super thin brush, and I like to use gel liner, and I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. cream liner in coffee, which is just a brown. But sometimes when I feel like it might be too harsh, I use the Sonia Kashuk Arch Alert brow kit, which is kind of like tinted wax, so I think it's up to you. This one is kind of nice because you have different colors. I'm going to be outlining the under the bottom of my eyebrow. For your eyebrow, you always want it to begin, you want to measure it from like where the nose, the side of the nostril is going up. That's where you want it to begin. Where your pupil kind of is, like your eyeball, or like your, this little thing, I don't know what to call it, your eye, where it kind of ends right here, you want that to be the highest point of your eyebrow. And from here, you're going to kind of take it from the end of the nose to kind of like the end of the eye. You're going to angle it, and that's where you want your eyebrow to end. And I'm just going to trace slightly, because if you do it too hard or you press on it too hard, the gel liner can look really, really harsh. So I'm just going to follow and align where I want my eyebrow kind of to be and outline it more. And now I'm going brushing upwards, but in a sideways motion, so it kind of follows like a really nice natural looking pattern. Now as for the top, I'm going to take some of the brow wax from the Sonia Kashuk palette because it is not as harsh, and I'm going to kind of outline the top of my eyebrow. And again, just doing it like an upward sideways motion. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is taking another angled brush. This one is by e.l.f. and it's their angled brush. This one is smaller width-wise, but it is a little bit thicker. The brush, it's a little bit more denser. It has a little bit more bristles, and it's a little bit more kind of fuller. It's fuller. And I'm going to be taking brow powders. I have the Sephora Perfect Brow Kit, but you can use any colors you have. I also have the Anastasia Burnette Duo. So I guess, like, you know, it doesn't have to be these exact same products, but I like using these for now just so I can also finish them up. So what I do is I go in with this like color and tip off the excess, and now I'm just gonna brush it in the beginning of the eyebrow and just kind of fill in any little patches where I'm missing hair. And again, I like to fill it in a upward side motion. So kind of filling it up, and then I'm going to take some of the darker powder, and I'm lightly going to go over where I placed my darker colors right here, just slightly, just so I can set the liner. Now you want to brush it out afterwards to get rid of the excess powder. I already have done so, so my eyebrows are looking like this. Now I'm going to use a concealer to kind of shape out the eyebrows or highlight, and I love using the Hard Candy Glamofflauge concealer. This is in medium, and as you can see, it's a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone. So I'm going to go in with a small precision brush. This one is by Real Techniques, and I'm going to start outlining the bottom of my eyebrow, and I'm going to start from the highest point because I want the concentration of the product to go in there. With the extra product, I'm gonna start kind of going on top as well. Now from here, I'm just gonna grab my finger, and I usually just like to blend the product out with my finger. And the tiny bit of this concealer goes a super duper long way. I barely took any, and I've already managed to highlight my brow pretty well.